when it comes to your education, just overall speaking, zooming out here, how far did you get with that?
High school, I graduated. That's it.
Was there ever a thought on furthering your education?
I hate school. So when everybody was doing like the looking for colleges and doing SATs, ACTs, and all that, I was out of sight, out of mind for real. Because I was not going to college. I already knew in my head that's not what I wanted to do because I want to do hair. So
And based on how everything's played out, any regret with that?
yeah, I really wish I would have went and got some. I still can't go and get something up under my belt, which I might do. But yeah, I wish I would have did it with my class.
And why that line of thinking there?
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes everything that you want to do don't always work out, so you do always need a backup plan. Yeah.
Now, for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share where you were born?
Savannah, Georgia. Dade County. Sorry, I just played Savannah, Georgia.
And care to share where you were raised as well?
Savannah, Georgia, yeah.
And does it get any more specific than that? Like a particular part of Savannah you represent or portion of Savannah?
I mean, in the hood, I was raised in Fraser Homes and on the west side, like off of Montgomery and all that.
And what ages were you raised? Well, let me back up here. Fraser Homes is on the west side, or
Yeah,
Fraser
Fraser
Homes?
Homes on the west side, but like then I moved out of Fraser and I was still on the west side, but it was like further down, like off Montgomery and all that. Yeah.
Just for clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what ages were you raised on the west side as a whole in totality,
So Fraser
age-wise?
Homes, my mama got pregnant with me, and I think she moved to Fraser Homes. I was like, I want to say 2. I moved out of Fraser when I was, I want to say 7. I want to say 7, but my auntie, she didn't stay there like for a long time, so I was always out there. Yeah. And then when I moved out of there, I moved on the west side from like 4th grade to 4th grade to now still. Well, I don't stay out there now. I don't stay on the west side now, but like, you know.
So what age do you think you finally left the west side?
The age I finally left the west side, I moved out my mom's house and moved in with my nana. And my nana stayed on the south side. So, what age? About 16, 17? 16, 17, I don't know. Yeah.
So just for further clarification, from about the age of 2 to 16, 17 on the west side of Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
And when you mention your aunt, your grandmother, things of that nature, that's also on the mother's side of your family.
No, okay, so my nana is my daddy's side. My auntie that I was talking about that stayed in Fraser, that's my mama's sister.
Now, what was that really like growing up on the west side of Savannah for you?
Growing up in Savannah, period, is just like crazy. Like, that's people be like trying us because we a small city, but it really get funky out there for real. So like people they walk around here like we ain't on that, but we be on that for real.
Now, for those that aren't familiar with Savannah, but maybe familiar with Atlanta, for example, how far of a distance are the two there?
It's for sure a distance. It's 4 hours, but it's a whole difference between Atlanta and Savannah. Not trying to start no Atlanta and Savannah beef, but we ain't nothing like Atlanta people, like nothing at all.
Do you want to share a further comparison of that?
We thoroughbred, like, that's just us. And I don't know too many people from Atlanta, but the people that I have met in Atlanta, I don't know, Atlanta people just give me phony. Like, everybody trying to fake it till they, I don't know. Everybody just be fake out here. They weird. I don't know.
Now, what was the top point for you during your upbringing in Savannah? What was your highest point or most positive moment growing up for you? Well, let me back up. West side of Savannah, sorry. What was the highest point or most positive moment for you?
Hell, graduating high school? Shit, people don't graduate high school. Listen, people don't graduate high school at all. Especially from Beach, like, nobody graduated for real. So, me graduating was, like, positive for me.
And what are the reasons why people don't graduate high school like you were
Get
able
caught
to?
in the streets, for real. Yeah.
And for you, what do you credit for staying in school and getting that diploma?
I'm not shitting on my mama or nothing, because my mama do this. My mama a damn good mama. Raised 5 kids. But my nana, like, she been on my ass. Like, my mama got 5 children, so it's like, hell, I can't pressure you. I got 4 other kids to worry about. So it's like, my nana, I'm her only grandchild. And she wasn't going for it. Like, you about to graduate. Because it have been times where I was like, fuck that shit. But my nana wasn't going for it at all. And I moved in with her, so I really had to graduate, for real.
And this was the grandmother on your father's side of the family that you're referencing. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the 5 on your mother's side, I guess you've answered what I was about to ask you, which was how many between same mother and same father as you, but you're the only one.
Yeah, I'm the only one on my daddy's side.
Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, what was the bottom point for you during your upbringing on the west side of Savannah?
The bottom, my brother getting killed. That'd probably be the worst for me.
And when it comes to something of that nature, mentally, has that been something you sought any professional help over?
I just was getting through it day by day. That shit still fuck with me. It's fucking with me. Not even just saying that on camera, but yeah.
And why not? Some people do. They seek the help of like a mental health professional of some sort.
You saying why I did?
Yeah.
Cause my brother got killed. I was like, what? I don't know why I didn't seek the help. I don't know. I guess I just know how to grieve without, having to go through all that.
And be that as it may, do you want any professional help with that?
No, cause what the hell they gonna do for me? You can't bring my brother back, no.
And that's just an assumption there without you ever trying mental health professional or services and things of that nature.
I don't think I'm gonna ever be. I'm fucked up about it, but I don't think I would be so fucked up to where I gotta go get mental health and all that.
And care to share what age you were when that took place in your life?
I don't want to, but yeah. My brother didn't make it to my graduation, so I was like 15, turning 16, or either already 16.
Now, for you, how were you able to survive that upbringing?
Him getting killed?
No, just Savannah, West Savannah. How were you able to survive that upbringing when some are not able to?
Shit.
Was there a key to, there a key to your survival?
My mama, I ain't gonna say she ain't let us do nothing, but like, she wasn't one of those mamas like, she didn't give us so much leeway. She gave us leeway but to a certain extent. Like, most parents don't be caring, but my mama, she was just like, oh no, you can't spend at her house. No, you can't go here. Like, it wasn't always going out, this and that, third. Like, it was none of that with her.
Would you describe that as a strict upbringing?
Mm-hmm. Cause she wasn't, like, mom wasn't strict. Like, mom just know, like, she just one of those. Mom, I always tell my mom, like, she need to be like a mind reader or something. Like, she just be knowing, like, mom just know. Mm-hmm.
Now, there are some people who say things like, don't know if I'll make it to see the age of 18. Or 21, for example. Did you have any of these thoughts yourself growing up on the west side of Savannah?
I don't know. No, not really. But I did used to think it was like somebody was out to get us after my brother got killed, though. I did think that. But I had to remember my brother he ain't never brought us in nothing he had going on ever. So it was, that what made me like realize, like, okay, anybody after you, girl.
Be that as it may, knowing what you know now, hypothetically speaking, what would you have said to your younger self back then, if anything?
What would I say to my younger self back then? Oh, wow. I don't know what I would have told myself. I don't know.
Just curious there. And speaking of wild, where did that stem from?
Me being wild.
Yeah.
Hanging with wild assholes.
There are some that stay away from that sort of thing.
Ooh, I was wild, so don't get me. I wasn't no follower or nothing, but man, listen, them hoes used to have me out there nucking and bucking. For real, like I'm laughing. That's bad for real. Like it's really bad. Like I used to be in drama. I was drama filled. Like I was always in something. Always. Every time I look around, it's a bitch that don't like me or a bitch ready to fight. It was bad. It was bad.
Anything else you want to mention about your upbringing or question you weren't asked? People want to know about that.
Oh, I've been, because people think, like, all this, like, one thing about it, my nana and them kept me up to par. Like, a nigga ain't start this at all. So, hair always been done because my auntie do my hair. Clothes, shoes, all that. This been a thing. This ain't just started by no nigga. We want to throw that out there.
Now, you do hair as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who does hair better, you or her?
My auntie got too many years in this. My auntie for sure.
And did she inspire you to do hair at all?
Yeah, I grew up in the shop with my auntie. Like, my auntie always had me in the shop with her. Like, I was on her hip bad. Yeah.
And do you work together at all?
We don't. I would like to, but she got her shop open.
Was it ever competitive between you two?
My auntie want me to be better than her. For real, yeah.
Just curious there. Anything else in regards to your upbringing?